We continue our reading of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, an invitation to spend a year with your best friend, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, September 30, The Trial of Pilate, Phase 2. When Pilate saw that he was accomplishing nothing, but rather that a riot was starting, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd, saying, "I am innocent of this man's blood. See to that yourselves." And all the people said, "His blood shall be upon us and on our children." Then he released Barabbas for them, but after having Jesus scourged, he handed him over to be crucified. Matthew 27:24-26. The Jewish leaders have Pilate on the spot, forcing his hand toward crucifixion, even though he realizes Jesus is innocent. The turning point comes when some of the Jews cry out, "If you release this man, you are not Caesar's friend. Everyone who makes himself a king sets himself against Caesar." John 19:12. The last thing the Roman governor could afford was to be accused before the Emperor Tiberius of harboring a man who claimed to be king. With that threat, the Jewish leaders hit Pilate at his weakest point. After all, one cannot expect the emperor to be merciful to an official who condones treason in the face of many witnesses. With their accusations, the Jewish leaders had bridged the gap between Jewish law and Roman law. They had transposed blasphemy into claiming messiahship into revolutionary treason. Pilate now has a pretext for issuing the order for the death penalty, which he does, even though he sees through the thinly veiled Jewish plot. John tells us that he brought Jesus out and sat down on the judgment seat at a place called the Pavement. He said to the Jews, "Behold your king." They responded with further cries of crucifixion, and the outmaneuvered governor handed him over to his soldiers to be crucified. Verses 13-16. At the same time, Pilate sought to signify that he was not guilty by the symbolic act of washing his hands of the matter before the crowd. He had been warned by a sense of justice working on his conscience and through his wife's dream. But Pilate couldn't withstand the accusations of the Jewish leaders and the mob. So he issues the crucifixion order and washes his hands. Pilate forgot only one thing, that responsibility is one thing we can never escape. Neither Pilate nor I can make a wrong choice and wash our hands of all responsibility. Accountability for my choice is something that is mine forever. Father in heaven, help me to have the courage of my convictions and to make honest choices as I journey through life. This concludes our reading today of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus.